and my husband love to travel a lot. So when we were on a trip to Switzerland, we came across these beautiful chalets with the sloping roofs and the stone walls and the flowers and everything. So that's when we thought that if ever we renovate a house, this is how we would like our house to be. And the wood that you see on the ceiling and in the outdoors, it is a seasoned wood which can withstand all the climatic conditions.
The client, Mr. Bhandare, Parag Bhandare, and his father and his grandfather were all known to us. And this, the plot that, the site on which we have designed, had an existing house which was designed by my father almost about 40-45 years ago. And they have been staying in this property. And since the family has grown and the requirements have changed, Parag wanted to renovate the house and cater to all the needs that he has right now. Because the house, when it was constructed then, the spaces were not sufficient to cater to the current need. Actually, when the house was constructed long ago, 40 years ago, they owned only one plot. The adjoining plot was bought by them, looking at the future needs. They just bought that plot, and when he approached us to design the building, he said, you have the entire site available to do whatever that we want. But what we tried to do is try to keep almost the new plot, that is the additional plot that was created, into a landscaped area. We did not unnecessarily spread around, tried to retain the new development within the existing plot, and also maintained most of the trees that were planted, because the trees also had a lot of values in terms of who had planted them. So we kept those trees, and as you may have seen in the sketches that I have shown, we are trying to relate the tree is a relation to the old, between the old and the new.
Yeah, I'm Parag Bhandare. Basically, we are in the foundry business for last almost 45 years. And as a family, it's me, my wife, and 2 kids. Daughter is 18 and son is 16. Biggest challenge is, I would say, half of the house is as is. We just used a few columns and a couple of slabs. So the architect, the bigger challenge was to how to fit in this new thing, and additional 30% extra area to fit in onto these columns, and should still look and blend together as one place. And also the complete orientation of the house has been rotated by 90 degrees. So it was earlier the west facing, now it's east facing house. So that was also another challenge what we had. And a lot of local stones has been used and local materials, because we didn't, since we are located in a place called Belgaum, we need a local flavor to the whole place. So that was, blending all this together was a challenge, I would say.
It is a generational house. It was built in 1975, and it was built by our present architect, Mr. Bakhul Joshi's father, B.K. Joshi. My husband's grandfather, and they were very close friends. So that's how it all came about.
Parag and his wife travel. They wanted to have a chalet look to the entire house. That was one of the needs. But see, it was not merely taking what they wanted, but what was more appropriate for what is being done here. Because as you know, that's why what we did was that not to just imitate the look of a chalet, but try and use a lot of local materials, a lot of wood, and create a look which is appropriate for the city of Belgaum and also suffices their inherent needs of what they wanted their house to look like. We wanted to be rooted in our in the basic roots, and things which are available locally is what we have tried to take that and then create the look that was required.
Being in a joint family, as you know, I mean, we are a family of 6, so we have 4 cars, so we had to buy another place right opposite to our house for the car parking and servant quarters and all that. So we have 2 living rooms on the ground floor, Because being in the business, we have a lot of visitors coming in. We have a big family of relatives and all that. So we have 2 living rooms. We have a 5-bedroom place and 5 full bathrooms and 2 powder rooms out here. And we have also come up with a sports lounge on the top floor. So I think, and also we have on the first floor, we have a family room. So we have a lot of, during summer, we have a lot of our family and cousins coming in. We need a cozy place for us to sit around and chit chat and all that. So I think that's also nice. It's got a small fireplace and all that. So the sports lounge has got a different vibe. And the kids can, play pool and darts and all that stuff. So it's totally blended together as a good place for us as a family, I would say.
The biggest challenge was, since the house was like 45 years old, so, and the structure was rock solid. We didn't want to touch the old columns and the beams. We wanted to keep it as it is. But we wanted the space to look completely different. We wanted it to look like a new house. So to build a new house around the existing structure, that was the biggest challenge.
Basically, what we wanted to have is that, we wanted the building to be a green building, in the sense that we do not rely on artificial lighting throughout the entire day. There have been extensive use of large windows. In addition to large windows, we have got skylights also, which have been created to let light inside. In fact, during a regular day, we do not need to switch on any lights right until 7:30, depending upon the time when the sun sets. Basically, just to give you a brief of the site, we have a site. This, as Parag and all, we have told you, this is consisting of 2 sites. One site is about 61 feet by 83, and adjoining to that, we had the clients had bought another site, which was also about 61 feet by 83 feet. This comprises of the existing building, what was there, and the proposed addition that we did was around the building, as I showed you earlier. So in this case, what we had is, we had our kitchen and other services on this side. We kept our service entrance from here. The puja and our living room that came, the living room was accommodated on this side, which had a double height. We created a double height for the living room. Our entrance was towards this side, and we wrapped around, we had a beautiful corridor which was created around the building here. This was a corridor which was created around the building here on both these sides, which again, like I said, is overlooking into the garden space. We have a garden space here with one guest room here. This was the guest room. The master bedroom was created on this side. This becomes the master bedroom here. This was the family room, and then the dining room was located here. The space that was abutting the boundary was created into a green zone. So the green zone was connected from the dining as well as the family, and from the double height you had a view of the, since this is the plot here, this is the plot. This was our main gate, and the entrance was from this side. And the tree that we talked about, which we had kept it, we kept the tree here and created a water body around the tree. Around the tree, and our entrance. The entrance to the entire property was from this side. So this was our main entry here. We have the guest room here, and the staircase was created here, so that the spaces were arranged in such a way that this zone became the public area of the house, and this area became the private area of the house. As we come to the first floor, we have the staircase which takes you up to the first floor. This is our living room, which has got, this is the living room height. So when you are going up the staircase, you have a view of the living room here. This was created into a family room again, a family room. The master bedroom was on this side, master bedroom here, with its own walk-in wardrobe, with a toilet and a walk-in wardrobe. And we have another daughter's room which was created on this side, daughter's room, and a small office, home office, home office for the clients to contemplate and do their planning. Again, we chose Fenesta because, as I told you, we were very clear in the choice of materials that we had, and we did not get swayed away by what was available in the market. We were clear in our thoughts about the connect with nature, the wood element, the stone element. But at the same time, we wanted to, since we are the age that we are staying in, we required windows which are soundproof. We wanted windows which do not come with all the so-called negative aspects connected with a regular wood window. So that's one of the reasons why we chose Fenesta, because Fenesta had products which would be able to fulfill all our needs.
I chose Fenesta because I would like to say it is a big daddy of the brands of windows, I would say. And I would not like to compromise, since we are building such a place, would not like to compromise on the quality and durability of the whole windows as a brand. So nothing like Fenesta, I would say. And as you can see, there are a lot of large windows all around the house, a lot of light coming in, and I needed a lot of soundproofing also. So you can see a lot of digi glass and everything, double frames being used. I think it was the best and the right choice we did.